All right, welcome to lesson 10, video 2, module 6, of course. And we are at number 2 in your Learn book by the magnifying glass. And we have a table that looks like this. And the directions say, complete the table. All right, so 3 is our x-coordinate. Multiply by 3 is going to give us 9. Subtract 1 is going to give us 8, which is our y-coordinate, and then our ordered pair is 3, 8. Okay, so we're going to continue doing those two operations, mixed operations, one multiplying, one subtracting, to get our y-coordinate. Okay, so you can do it with me, and pause me if I go too fast. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 1 is 14, so our y-coordinate is 14, and our ordered pair is 5, 14. All right, then 7 times 3 is 21. 21 minus 1 is 20, so our y-coordinate is 20, so our ordered pair is 7, 20. And then 9 times 3 is 27. 27 minus 1 is 26. So our y-coordinate is 26. So our ordered pair is 9, 26. Okay? Let's talk about this table a little bit. If we add another row to the table, what will be the next x-coordinate? Okay, so we were given all of our x-coordinates. So how do we figure out what our next x-coordinate would be? Because there's a pattern from x-coordinates, right? We've been working on this. 3 to 5. What pattern do you see there? Looks like +2. To 7 would be +2. To 9 would be +2. So 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11, right? So our next x-coordinate would be 11. What would be our next y-coordinate? 11 times 3 is 33. 33 minus 1 is 32. 32. Is there another way to find it out besides doing our mixed operation? Could we look y-coordinate to y-coordinate the same way we can do our x-coordinates? Well, let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. 26 plus 6 is 32. So we could use that same going on our x-coordinates. So we add 3 times as much to each y-coordinate as we add to each x-coordinate. Do you see that? 2 plus 2 plus 6. 6 is 3 times as much. 3 times as much as 6, right? And if it helps you to remember, times as much means times bigger than, right? But we got to learn the math language. So 3 times bigger than. How does that relate to what you did to get the y-coordinate in this table? So we multiplied by 3 and we subtracted 1. But our pattern going this way is 3 times as much. We multiplied by 3. But our y-coordinate is not 3 times as much as our x-coordinate because we had to subtract 1. Right? So our y-coordinate is 1 less than 3 times. Okay, some more math language. Y is 1 less than 3 times our x-coordinate. Right? the way I wrote 3 times kind of looks like 3x, which could mean multiply by 3. Multiply x by 3. So just thought I'd rewrite it that way a little bit. Okay. Let's look at another table. Let's look at this table. Okay. Looking at this table, talking to a partner if you have one. What is the addition rule for each coordinate? Well, it would help if I showed it to you nicely, huh? What is the addition rule for each coordinate? What is the rule for the x? Plus 4. And we just want to double check that it works. Yep, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. How about for our y? Plus 2. Yep, that works. Okay, and you can see we already have our ordered pairs there. So now let's think about this one. This is a 2 and this is a 4. So we added half as much to the y coordinate as we added to the x coordinate. How can we determine half of each x coordinate? Divide by 2, right? So half of 4 would be 2. Is the y coordinate 1/2 of the x coordinate? No. The y coordinate is not 1/2 of the corresponding x coordinate, so there must be a second operation. Ah, interesting, isn't it? Okay, so if we multiply by 1/2 or divide by 2, right? We can multiply by 1/2 or we can divide by 2. Divide by 2, okay? And then how do we get to 3? Add 1. Let's see if it works. 8 divided by 2 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5. Aha! See how we have to figure it out? We have to guess and check, right? Divide by 2 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7. Divide by 2 equals 8, plus 1 equals 9. Okay. The y coordinates are 1 more than half of the corresponding x coordinate. Y is 1 more than half of corresponding x coordinate. And I should really have written y coordinate there. Okay, y coordinate is 1 more than half of the corresponding x coordinate. Language to practice, right? Not language you normally use in our lives, so we have to kind of practice our math language, right? And the x coordinate was 40. If we had another x coordinate that was 40, what would our y coordinate be? Hopefully you're thinking. Divide by 2 equals 20, plus 1 equals 21. Okay? All right, very good. And guess what? Only 2 videos for today's lesson. That's awesome. Thank you for your hard work. I hope you learned a lot about mixed operation relationships with corresponding terms in number patterns. Awesome. Thanks for your hard work. Aloha.